The Atlantic, the Acadian, these were the names of the make-and-break engines that graced the coastal communities of Newfoundland and Labrador from the early 1900s to the 1960s. The sound of the make-and-break engine's putt-putt was sweet and melodious to all that heard it. It's an infrequent sound, but Battle Harbour has its own make-and-break punt now. Bob Hardy, who has spent his formative summers in Battle Harbour and has owned 14 of these make-and-break engines, has restored this particular boat and the 3 Atlantic that's in her. Bob gives me a lesson on starting these engines and demonstrates that sometimes it can be a little difficult.
On this clip,
Yeah.
we'll rock some fuel into the engine. So you just cover the breather there and you just rock her. Make sure you're sucking in some gas. And I see a bit of gas coming out of the carburetor, so that tells me that is in there. And then I'll add a prime to this. This is mixed gas.
Oh yeah.
SAE 30 non-detergent and a little bit of gas. So I just put it into the priming cup.
Yeah.
And we use that as a prime. So I put my spark back on it. Let's make sure we got a spark now. Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
So we got a spark. We got power supply to this engine. We drop the prime in. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be very careful when you start these making brakes, because when the compression kicks in, it can break your arm in a second. It's non-forgiving. So I'm just going to brake her and see what happens. Power on there.
You will notice that starting these engines is not for the weak of heart. A crowd gathers on the wharf as the excitement and anticipation builds, placing additional pressure on Bob. But through fortitude, a strong back, and maybe even a little know-how, Bob gets the 3 Atlantic started, and we are off.
Yeah.
Darren Rumbold expertly handles the tiller, and you can tell he's enjoying the moment. The wind is in his hair and exhaust in his face. What a glorious day. We just heard one make-and-break engine in Battle Harbour. Just imagine days gone by when these boats were king throughout the harbours and bays of Newfoundland and Labrador. Truly another time. Fortunately for me, I did experience these boats one more time.